Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, back inside. Okay, the weather's not too nice. It was great for us all last week, and I really enjoyed getting to, go outside the building after the show and get to just, maybe, even though the temperature is kind of warm outside, cool off a little bit, because it gets to being like 110, 120 degrees in that studio with how fired up we get. I mean, President Trump was complaining about how it was kind of warm in that Ohio high school gymnasium he was at Saturday night for his rally that he was holding. I think it gets even hotter in our studio here as we stay there defending him against the baseless attacks from the leftist media. But we're back inside today anyways, and actually speaking of the leftist media, we are talking about the leftist media. You see, a Washington, D.C. museum has made a very controversial change to its offerings of what it sells people in its gift shop and online website. You see, the Newseum, as it is called, has stopped selling t-shirts that read, "You are very fake news." This after a group of journalists and fellow lefties apparently got their underwear all in a bunch because they were just too ticked off that these t-shirts were being sold at the Newseum. But, you have to ask, why is it they should complain? I mean, look, I totally get it. Nobody ever wants to be criticized. People don't tend to like it when they are being criticized. And the media has heard it quite a bit from President Trump and us, his supporters, about, like the t-shirts say, about them being fake news. But the responsible thing to do would be for those media folks to go ahead and just take a step back and say, well, why is it people are calling us fake news? Why is it they're insulting us? Like, what reason is there this possibly could be happening? And as they take a step back, and if they look at it objectively, take off those leftist blinders they've got on, they would realize probably because, oh, well, instead of upholding our duty to the community, instead of being the people who are out there in the community, whenever something happens, they're there, they report all of the facts without favor, and then once presented with those facts, the audience can make up their mind on how they feel about something. Yet so many people in the media have decided, you know what, now that's so yesterday's news. We're not going to do that anymore. Instead, what we're going to do is we are going to try to hide behind that reputation that we've always had of being objective and, oh yeah, people can trust us. Yeah, we're just going to report the facts. And instead of actually continuing to live up to that mantra, now instead what they've been doing is being biased as all hell, not reporting the facts, twisting the facts, making up their own facts, and then trying to present those to the people like they're real facts. And all they're doing the entire time is trying to jam their liberal agenda, their liberal points of view down people's throats. That's not being the independent watchdog of the community. So quite frankly, the criticism that the media is facing right now, it was brought about by none other than the media themselves. So maybe before they go opening their mouth and complaining about this criticism, they've been probably, if they just looked at this objectively, like, oh yeah, that was kind of our fault. Yeah, we kind of failed. But of course, they're not going to try and fix what they've been doing. No, the media continues to double down. They continue to oppose everything that President Trump and his supporters do because, of course, they are trying to pitch this narrative about what a terrible person Trump is. You see, it's just incredibly, incredibly disappointing to see because the criticism that the media has received, it's not been violent. I mean, if this was violence being taken against media members, as much as I don't like the media, I would condemn it because nobody, for just, saying some words, should have to face violence as a result. All this has been a very peaceful protest. It's been people wearing these shirts saying, "You are fake news," referring to the media. They're just calling it like they see it. The media has been fake. There's absolutely no reason why these t-shirts needed to be pulled from the Newseum's website. You see, the Newseum claims that it's there to just tell the history of journalism and journalists. Well, you know what? You probably remember back to high school, college. History textbooks, they're not always just sunshine and roses every step of the way. Usually when you look at a history textbook, there are some very dark chapters in there. But those things are still included in the textbook because people need to know the full truth. They need to see the entire picture. And right now we are living in a very dark age for journalists because so many people who are so quote-unquote journalists or try to hide behind the journalist label, even though they're nothing more than a political pundit in disguise. Yeah, they have been failing at their job. They have disgraced their industry, and they absolutely need to be called out for what they're doing. That's all the time that we have for today, but tune into the John Muir Show each and every weekday morning, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. on WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.